Hi Capricorn, this is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome to your Zodiac reading. Let's start off with Zodiac 108, checking in with Archangel Michael to provide us with a past, present, and near future energy. There's the past, just flew on by. Okay, Archangel Michael, what was the past? Airplane, interesting. Travel, long distance, speed, overcome, rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free, in control, things work out, taking off, leave it behind, internal guidance system. Wow, you've left something behind. You've either done some traveling, okay, you might have done some traveling, and you know, to some place that you wanted to go, obviously, hopefully, and you had to leave it behind, which might be making you a little, you know, nostalgic and sad, but there's something that you've left behind so that you can start something else. Let's see. Present, ballet shoes. Okay, stamina, endurance, talent, repetition, effort required, on your toes, honing a skill, laser focus, poise and grace, tread lightly, balancing act, pursuit of arts and expertise. And when I was reading that, what I got was that you have come home from somewheres. Like as though you're in the military, for example. It could be for one or two of you or more, Capricorn. In the military, you're coming home from being stationed abroad, on tour, whatever, and you've come home, and now, because you're retired, you're retiring from the military. And, you know, you can retire when you're 35 years old or younger. You don't have to wait till you're in your 50s, 60s to retire from the military. So it's a matter of now finding a way to hone a skill. You may need to go back to school if you didn't go to school while you were in the military, and put some laser focus on whatever it is that you need to pursue, to whether it's a hobby or work that's going to help you keep your mind off of what you experienced while you're in the military. Could be that, okay? Baggage, wow, excess, unresolved issues, held together, preparedness, pack rat, fearing separation, heavy burdens, responsibility, necessities, prepared to go, next phase, long journeys. Okay, well, so it could also mean, too, for one or two or more, that you come home from where you were, you're needing to kind of get in, because you're here in the present day. It's going to be a while. You're waiting for your next tour. Okay, you're waiting to be restationed. And while you're waiting, you're going to pick up a hobby, or you're going to pick up some education. You're going to do something that you're going to get yourself involved in during the time that you're at home. That you are like in limbo between having done something to starting something. Okay? So baggage could be that you're having to pack your bags again to go again. Now, if it's not military, it could be something else entirely different than being in the military. It could be that you're traveling, your work takes you, you're a diplomat maybe, or you're a traveling salesman, or you're in the FBI or the CIA, or, you know, the whatever, in whatever countries they are. I'm thinking of the Russian one. What is it? It's often said in movies. I don't remember. But in any case, you have come back from somewhere. I really feel strong that you come back from somewhere. It's not like, well, I mean, that's kind of a dumb thing to say, isn't it? You come home from somewhere, is what I'm saying. It's not like you left your home, which you did, left your home, went somewhere, and the plane brought you to some other place. Okay. Like you could have moved, and the plane ride took you to a new location, a new place you're going to live. Whatever, not back to the place that you were at before, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Carry on. Let's see what we got here. The tarot will tell us more. I am quite certain of that. Okay, Capricorn, what do we got for you? From the Lenormand. Look at that. We've got some of that going on and some of that going on. Wow. I must as well just pull this one. We got the mask, the faces, 3 faces. Now that is, that's confusing. I don't mean for the interpretation for this reading. I'm meaning that whatever it is that you're going to be facing in the near future, it can be somewhat quite confusing, because you got 3 different faces here that you live by, or that you're going to be expected to live by. So I really have to say, and it just seems so specific for 1 or 2 or a few more of you maybe, depending, because there's so many people in the military these days. But it's like you had to be in some clandestine, and you could be CIA, okay, or some diplomat who had to go into another country and I don't know, maybe you're a spy, but something that's clandestine, covert. You were in some way engaged in something abroad that was, that tricky deception, covertness, clandestine. Whew. Wow. Now, or I'm all getting an or from Archangel Michael here. Or, because it's obviously not everybody watching this video, Capricorn, is going to be in the military or CIA or doing something clandestine or covert with their work. Relationship. You have traveled to be with somebody, Capricorn. You went on a trip. You traveled to be with somebody, and this is somebody who's like a 2 of Cups to you, somebody that you fell in love with at some point in your life, and it's like you're either leaving a partner behind that you're with to have this clandestine meeting on a sunny beach island somewhere with your person, and you are going to be, you're basically going to need to tread light with this relationship, and it's going to be a balancing act, because while you're away, you're going to have to communicate with the person that you said you had to go on a business trip, but you're on the island of Bora Bora, sitting on the sunny beach with your dig, with your person, female, masculine, doesn't matter. You're having a clandestine meeting with this one here. And what it is, though, in the near future, the divine is saying that you've got to wear all these different masks, okay, Capricorn, because you're not doing things above board. You're not doing the right thing. You are leaving somebody behind by deceiving them to think that you're going somewheres where you're not, and doing something that you're not when you're there, when in fact you're actually meeting with your lover, and you're going to have to talk to your person every day on the phone. They're going to say, well, how was your conference that you're at? How was your meeting today? This, that, and the other thing. So you're going to be telling them, oh yeah, it went well, and had some interesting speakers and stuff like that. And none of it's true. But you can't say, you're not going to say, well, I'm actually at Bora Bora right now on the beach with my lover. No, I'm not going to say that, Capricorn. Which is very weird, because Capricorns, you are so honest. Yeah, straight up honest. So the thing about that is your near future is not looking very good, is what we're saying here. It's access. You have access. You have too many people in your life. Too many romantic people in your life. There's unresolved issues. There'll continue to be unresolved issues. You're going to try to hold things together. You're doing this because you fear being separated. You want to just have this person as your lover. You don't want to have to go through separation and divorce here from this person. So you're basically saying, I still want to be with my wife or husband, and I just want to have fun with you, kind of thing. But you love this person. That's the thing, is that you truly love this person that you're on the island of Bora Bora with. But you just can't get your head wrapped around actually ending things this way. Maybe there's a lot at stake. For example, you've got a lot of money tied up in property and stuff, that it's going to take a truckload of documents and legal documents and litigation to get through, to separate, to be able to make the separation between you and your wife or husband. You have kids. Maybe you have a really big house where your spouse and kids are living right now, but you might also have a lake house at this lake, and then some really fancy apartment in Paris or something, Las Vegas, whatever. There's a lot at stake with the two of you have accumulated together while you've been together. And it's going to be messy, and it's going to take a whole lot of dollars, money, right, to get it all separated. So you are, the next phase on your long journey is to make the decision to either, you've got to make the decision about removing the mask, or staying living this way with all these different masks, because you're a husband to somebody, you're a father to someone else, okay, father, and you're a partner, a romantic lover to someone else, or you're just a husband or wife to somebody and you're romantic partner to someone else. We don't have to look at this third one. It's just the whole meaning of the card is that there's different faces that we wear, and it's causing you a lot of baggage. Having to put up with this balancing act between her, him, whoever this is to you, and her, him. Okay? A balancing act between, if you're a masculine watching this is your wife, and this is your female lover. If you're a feminine, this is your husband, and this is your male lover. So it's a balancing act of trying to keep the two of them. But she or he may not even know that you're married. So I don't know where that could be part of the whole mix here with the reading. So however it resonates with you, she doesn't know about her, and she may not know about her, or he doesn't know about him, and he may not know about him. But they may know. I don't know. This one may know everything, but this one does not know. Okay, we have the Magician. Yeah, talk about trying to keep all the balls up in the air, right? The balancing act. Trying to keep everything up in the air. Balanced. Because like the juggler, right? You're the Magician. You have everything that you need and more. You have more than you need, really. You're duplicity here. You have more than you need, Capricorn. And let's see what the Tarot has to say about the Magician energy here. Which is the Four of Swords. Wow. The Four Swords. There's the Three of Swords, and then there's the One Sword. That's the Four of Swords. The One Sword is the truth. The Three of Swords is seeing the, experiencing and feeling the pain, the heartache. The Three of Swords. So you're laying your thoughts down. You're actually in respite time. In other words, you're putting everything aside for now. Right now, this is present day energy. You're putting everything aside right now because you're on the island of Bora Bora with your lover, who knows or doesn't know about your marriage, like being married to somebody. Yeah, so you are basically just letting things slide, letting things lay where they may, because you want to lay where you may. And you're going to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're going to be wining and dining with everything that you've got to be being with this person here on the sly, right? And the Four of Swords is that you're going to be preventing the heartache for this person or this person, maybe both, preventing heartache by not revealing at this time your truth. You're not ready to reveal your truth at this time. If you see in other tarot decks, they have the Three of Swords above them as they're laying on a slab, a cement slab, on their back, and the other swords down here kind of attached to the slab, like the side of the slab, and their hand, I think, is down that way. It's not quite, doesn't have their hand on the sword yet, but when they're ready to get up and do something about having had now time to let things go and rest, to heal the broken heart, the Three Swords, they pick up that one sword, which is the Ace of Swords, and it's to move forward now. They're ready. They're feeling ready, strength-wise, courage-wise, to move forward in integrity and truth, right? Okay, so we've got the Three of Branches, which is the Three of Wands. That's you. You already, your ship's already come in, which happens to be a plane. Okay, your ship's come in, you jumped on it, and the King of Branches is the King of Wands, and that's you. Like we got the Knight of Wands, right, which is the person who is very spontaneous and who likes to just come in really quick and have fun, take what they want, and get the heck out, right? Out of Dodge quick. King of Branches is like the king of that, right? It's somebody, if you're not in the upright, King of Branches is someone who's taking charge, taking control, but not doing it in a forthright, upfront manner, doing it in the clandestine way. That's you. So Ace of Swords, there's the Ace of Swords right here. Here's your Ace of Swords. That's you. Now, right now, you're thinking about needing to maybe possibly tell this person that you're going to either that you're not going to be, you may be telling this person that you're never going to be divorcing your person, or you're telling them that you're going to, and that you need to tell this person the truth about you and them. Okay? Wow. And then there's the Queen of Tides. It's the Queen of Cups. That Queen of Cups is this person that you have fallen in love with, and sadly, that if you decide if this truth to this person is that I'm not going to divorce my well, I guess I could say wife, because we got the Queen of Cups here, but it could be masculine, that this could be a man here. But let's just say with this way, it just helps, right? You take it how it works gender-wise, okay, for you. But you're going to, if you don't go through a divorce with your wife, this person here that you love dearly loves you dearly. Queen of Cups. And she may be very intuiting that things are going to get difficult before they get better. They're going to get more difficult before they get better. But you have a major energy right here with the Magician. You can, in effect, after your time spent respite on the island of Bora Bora, just an example, on the island of Bora Bora, you might actually come out of your respite time realizing you love this person too much not to be with them, and making them your secret, that you will actually go back and divorce this person. Or you're going to wake up, or you're going to be so rested, you're going to feel more courageous because you had a really lovely time with your Queen of Cups, that you're going to say, I love you dearly, I love you dearly, love you dearly. If we were at another time, I'd definitely be with you, but I can't divorce. I'm not going to leave my wife. Yeah. So one way or another, the Ace of Swords is coming out very, very soon, if it hasn't already. We've got the Five of Swords now, because look at it doesn't look good for you. Five of Swords is self-sabotage. It's sabotaging things. It's like the baggage card and the mask, wearing the mask, not being truthful, not being upright, not being the person you really are with the people that you say you love, right? You're in excess. You have too much. More than what you should have legally, legally, because they would say being an adulteress or an adulterer, right? That would be grounds for divorce. So you have more than you need, and you aren't behaving responsibly. And the next phase of your long journey is going to be, heartache and pain with those masks on. You are doing whatever it is that you want to do, what you can to win. You want to do whatever it takes. Doesn't matter who you hurt. You got to do whatever it takes to get what you want. That's what the Five of Swords energy is. Then we have the Nine of Swords. Oh my goodness. Like losing sleep at night, right? Losing sleep. It might even start affecting your health, but it's definitely affecting your emotional and mental well-being, because you know how you're hurting people, Capricorn. Like I said, Capricorns are like almost honest to a fault. I think Sagittarians are more honest, to a fault, but Capricorns are a close one. That to do this, to continue operating like this is going to be very harmful to you in the near future. It's going to be very harmful to you. The Ace of Branches on the back of the deck is like you're going to have to start somewheres. You got to start, what do they say, branch out. You've got to start out in a way that is going to motivate you to do the right thing, okay? And then, you decide to do that. Because the Ace is always an offering from the divine for you to have a new beginning. But you have to make the decision to remove the masks and to, be straight up, speaking your truth. That's going to move you forward with the Chariot energy. Okay? That is what's going to happen for you. Move you forward. Things are not going to be that easy doing this, right? You've got the Eight of Swords. That's you kind of like, you may have been doing this for so long and you don't want to hurt people, but it's going to happen and you got to stop doing what you're doing. And those the realities that you have to face, right? It's going to make you start thinking, well, what if I do this, then this is going to happen, and I'm going to feel like this. And if I do that, you just got all these thoughts just running around, amuck in your mind, driving you kind of crazy. You just got to do the right thing. You got to know that to keep secrets is just going to cause a lot of heartache and pain, and so on. So, we've got the Three of Pentacles after that, and the Temperance. If this is collaboration, who knows where that leads to. That could be you are actually going to work with somebody, hire somebody to have a divorce, get the divorce going so that you can find a peace of mind. Okay? And there's the Four of Swords again, right there. So that is like the direction that you could go, is that you pick up that desire to want to do things the right way. That's your new beginning. Pick up the desire, have the motivation to remove your masks, to no longer doing things, in the shadows, clandestine, to remove the mask and, get balanced, because the Chariot is about being balanced and moving forward, because you are balanced now. Heart and mind are working together. the desire to do the right thing, that is the new beginning by the divine, offering it to you if you so choose to take it, right? And you'll be moving forward. It's going to still have you thinking, you know, like I said, just, you're still going to be caught up in your head because this is a new way of doing things. You've been doing things with masks on, being someone who you aren't to other people, and to bring everything to the light, like no longer keeping secrets, but revealing the truth, revealing what you know is right with the High Priestess energy. You know, intuitively, you know what's the right thing to do, but you've been doing other things, and it's kind of all been like under cloak and dagger, or whatever you want to call it, clandestine, and you have been holding secrets. Well, now you know what's right, and those secrets, what you should be doing, how you should be operating, how you feel about stuff, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. You're going to be possibly working with somebody to help you with this, because I think you want to be with this one here, and you're going to find balance again, but healing. You're going to heal your very chaotic mind. These 8 and 9 of Swords energies, okay, that you are sitting in right now, because you're carrying that extra baggage of a relationship that really legally, you're not legally, not least in my country, you're not legally allowed to have an extra, you know, because if she or he finds out, then they have every right to enact a divorce upon your relationship and take you for everything, really, because it's like the reason why you're getting divorced is because of something you did. So then she or he has more rights to the assets, kind of thing. Okay, guys, I wish you the best, Capricorn. I hope this is helpful to you in some way. And please like and subscribe if it has been. And take care of yourself. Until next time. Bye for now.